Good afternoon, basketball fans, and welcome to another edition of Henley Lady Hornets basketball on mybasin.com. Today, coming to you live from Sisters Elementary School. Day 2 of the Sisters Shootout as the Henley Hornets are the home team, designated home team, against the WF West Bearcats here in the second day of the tournament. Glad to be with you today. My name is Josh Eldridge. Henley coming up with a win yesterday against Taft, a convincing win at that, and the Bearcats playing tough yesterday as well. As a matter of fact, playing Crook County, a familiar opponent for the Henley Hornets yesterday as well. All things point to these two teams being an even matchup. WF West from Washington, from Chehalis, Washington, would probably be about a 5A school here in Oregon. About 1,000 kids enrolled there, and for Henley, they played a number of 5A schools already this year, and in fact, their first 3 games were all against 5A schools. They went 1-2. The Central Oregon Tip-Off Classic against 5A schools. They've competed hard against a number of others as well. Right now, on a 4-game winning streak with wins against Junction City, Lakeview, Vale, and then, of course, yesterday, the 70-36 win against Taft. We're going to step aside real briefly on our pregame show, and we come back. We'll tell you a little bit more about WF West, and we'll also introduce you to the starting lineups. Get ready for tip-off this afternoon from the Sisters Shootout on mybasin.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Pacific Power works day in and day out to power our communities because we know our neighbors rely on us. We're trimming and clearing branches around poles and lines, protecting our system, and giving you real-time updates when storms roll in. You can count on us in all seasons. 24/7, we're here for you. Powering your greatness.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi. When you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
Josh Eldridge back with you from Sisters Elementary School for the Sisters Shootout. The Henley Hornets, the home team, against the WF Bearcats today. The second day of the tournament. Henley picking up a win yesterday, a 70-36 win against Taft. For WF West, it was a loss yesterday to Crook County, 54-49, and so they're looking to get back on the right track today against a Hornets team that's been playing well as of late. Let's introduce you to the starting lineups for both teams, and we'll start with the designated the visitors today. That's the WF West Bearcats from Chehalis, Washington. Starting for them, number 1, a senior Hadley Hoffman. Number 3, a junior Dylan Beck. Number 11, a junior Joy Cushman. Number 15, a junior Caitlin Klopek. Number 21, a senior Caroline Buzzard. Those are your starting 5 for the Bearcats, coached by Kyle Karnofsky. The Henley Hornets trot out a lineup that looks like this. Starting at guard, number 1, a senior, 5'5", Kennedy Modine. At the other guard position, number 3, a junior, 5'5", Preston Shade. Number 4, Lily Fasell, a senior, 5'9". Senya Campos, 5'7", a senior. Number 10, 15, a sophomore, 6', Michaela Schroeder will be in the middle for the Hornets today, wearing their white uniforms. The Bearcats in their maroon alternate uniforms. I learned today these are not typical uniforms they wear. In fact, a couple of their players had to change their numbers right before tip-off today. So there you have it. Their maroon WF West written across their chest in white, and white numbers across their back as well. Our officials today from the Central Oregon Basketball Officials Association, always looking for new officials across the state of Oregon, and I'm sure Washington as well. But here in Oregon, you can visit osaa.org/officials to get your official journey started. With it now, Senya Campos on the left side. She drives in, goes up with a shot. She gets fouled. Apologize for the brief technical difficulties there right as the game gets going. Audio board loses connection, but it looks like we're back ready to go. Campos was fouled on the floor, actually. They're going to say it was a non-shooting foul, so it'll be Preston Shade to inbound here for the Hornets. Shade lofts it, head of the key into the hands of Kennedy Modine. She's guarded there by Dylan Beck. Modine trying to drive right, picks up her dribble, dumps it underneath to Facel. Slick pass to Schroeder underneath for two, and Michaela Schroeder gets the first points of the game for the Hornets. They lead with 7.5 to go in the first quarter. Now here's Shahalis. It's Dylan Beck, top of the key. Beck driving in, a right-handed floater from about 13 feet. Will earn her free throws. The shot was no good, but she was fouled on the shot. Beck, the junior, heading to the line for a pair. Take a look at what this Bearcats team has done so far this season. They are 5-2. Their most recent game, again, a loss, but going into that one, they had won 3 straight. Last year, made it to the 5th place game of the WIAA State Championships game. They lost 62-50 to Archbishop Murphy in the 5th place game. Wound up taking 7th at the state tournament last year. Neither free throw good for Beck. The score still 2-0. 7:10 to go here in the first quarter. Pass intended for Shade is taken away by the Bearcats. Hoffman unable to hit the layup in the open floor, and the Hornets pull down the miss. Shade picks up the dribble, gives it ahead to Facel, kicks it to Campos on the near wing. Campos head fakes a 3, takes the drive in herself and scores 2. Nice take there by Campos, gives the Hornets a 4-0 advantage. Bearcats working quickly there on the other side, and it results in a Hornet steal. Losing control of it there. Here's Preston Shade. Shade throws it to Facel on the wing. Dribbles by her defender. Easy lane to the cup for 2. Lily in for her first couple of points today. It's a 6-1 game in favor of the Hornets. Beck made one of those free throws a moment ago. Pass comes to the near side into the hands of Klupek. She takes a shot off the back of the rim. No good. Schroeder pulls down the rebound. Here's Shade now, dribbling along the far side of the floor. Shade met head of the key by Cushman. Gets in past her, and a foul will be committed by Cushman as Shade was backing her down past the free throw line, and that'll be the second team foul for the Bearcats this period. They'll have a new sub come in. Looks like that's Mallory Gaskill, a freshman, checking in for the Bearcats. It's Shade to inbound. She does so at the baseline, finds Facel quickly on the interior, goes up for 2. Lily now with 4 points on the contest, and Henley with an 8-1 lead. Pass goes over far side to Gaskill. Now into the hands of Hoffman. Now it's over to Dylan Beck. She triggers a 3. That one rattles in. And a turnover off Henley's inbound pass. Beck scores another. Quick points for her, and we got an official timeout. I think we got to fix the score because I definitely have a different score than what they've got on the scoreboard here, and that's already happened a couple times quickly in the game, so got to find out exactly what the score is. Let's see, if I tally up my count, I've got it at 6-8, but we'll see. She made both free throws. It is 8-7, so that would add up. So there we go. Henley 8, Bearcats 7, 5:42 to go in the first quarter. Now we've got it all settled. I think we're ready to go. Bearcats showing a press here. The Hornets able to beat it, get it in close to Campos. On the right block, Senya for 2. Good job for the Hornets beating the press there. Just throwing the ball up the floor to the next player, and Campos in close to the rim. Beck drives into the baseline, kicks it outside to Hoffman. Hoffman drives in. Finds Buzzard here on the near wing, and then gives it up to that was Klopek. Now to the hands of Gaskill, top of the key. She drives the right side. Unloads the pass to Hoffman at the free throw line. Down underneath to Buzzard. The pass tipped away by Fussell. Fussell gives it up to Shade, who crosses the timeline here for the Hornets. 5 minutes to go in the first. A 10-7 lead here for Henley. Senya Campos from way downtown, unable to hit. The rebound goes to Hoffman. Here's Beck for the Bearcats. Splits the defense, tries for an acrobatic finish, unable to find it. Her teammate there for the putback, but that's also off the mark, out of the hands of Gaskill. Here comes the Hornets. Fussell on the left wing, gives it up to Campos. Again, left extended arc. She's guarded there by Gaskill. Gaskill poked it free, but they're able to get the pass off to Shade. Throws the pass underneath to Schroeder. A beautiful find and a great score for Schroeder. She's got 4 points. Henley up 12-7. 4.5 to go here in the first quarter. Here's Mallory Gaskill on the right extended wing. Gives it up into the corner to Klopek. Klopek tries to drive baseline against Fussell. Pump fakes, then gets Fussell to jump. Goes through the contact and gets fouled. So that will earn a couple of free throws for Caitlin Klopek, the junior. First free throw from Klopek off the mark. Kennedy Modine checks out for the Hornets. I believe Gretchen Sheen came in to replace her. And a second free throw on the way for Klopek. That one finds the bottom. And so the score 12-8 now after a split trip for Caitlin Klopek. Here's Senya Campos for the Hornets, crossing the timeline. Campos, guarded tightly by Beck beyond the perimeter, gives it up to Shade on the left wing, then in the corner to Sheen. She tries a triple off the mark. Schroeder chases down the long rebound, has it now in the near corner, gives it up to Campos. She tries her luck from distance, unable to hit. Hornets let the ball go out of bounds there. It'll be Bearcats basketball on the baseline away from the bucket. Under 4 minutes to go now in the first, and 4 points separate the Hornets from the Bearcats. Walking the ball up here is Caitlin Klopek. Gives it up on the near side to Beck, guarded beyond the arc by Schroeder. Pass finds its way around the horn into the hands of Klopek, right side. Dumps it underneath to Gaskill on the left block. Gaskill going to work against Shade. Nice move going to the right, high off the glass, unable to get it to hit. And Schroeder chases down the long board. Gives it up to Shade. Preston Shade met at half court by Beck. Drives to the left side, gets inside the arc, throws it out to a wide open Campos for three. Hits front of the rim. Long rebound gathered by Lily Fussell. Top of the key. Finds Campos again on the right arc. This time Campos drives in, goes to the cup, unable to get that one to go. Schroeder with the putback, no. And this time the Bearcats pull down the board. Dylan Beck pushing the pace here for WF West. Tosses it here in the near corner to Klopek for three. Too much on that one. Rebounded underneath by Cushman, and she's fouled. She'll shoot a couple. Dree Cushman, a freshman, younger sister to Joy Cushman, who is in the starting lineup today. Also see Maddie Bain, a senior, check into the game here for WF West. First free throw, no good, and a couple more new players coming in. It'll be Maddie McManus, and I believe that's the only new player into the game here for WF West. Second free throw on the way, front of the rim, no good. Score remains 12-8 as Kennedy Modine pulled down the rebound. Modine has it top of the key, guarded by Klopek. Gets the pass to Fussell there on the far side, down to the corner. A shot from about 18 feet is good, out of the hands of Gretchen Sheen for two. Henley leads 14-8. 2:46 to go in the first quarter. Here's Klopek on the left wing, dribbles around top of the key, trying to get by Schroeder. Dishes it outside to McManus. Now to the hands of Bain. Bain gives it up to Klopek, head fakes, drives baseline, then throws it in the corner to McManus, but she stepped out before she could get the pass off. And so that'll give the Hornets back the basketball with 2:32 to go in the first quarter and a 6-point lead. Inbound pass comes into Preston Shade. She brings it up with Fussell. Pass goes over to Sheen again. She tries a triple and laces it. 5 points for Sheen so far this afternoon. 2:23 to go in the first quarter. It's a 16-8 game. Head of the key, here's Beck. Driving left, in against Modine. A right-handed floater from 12 is off the mark. Fussell with the rebound. Throws it again to Sheen on the wing. This time Sheen drives baseline, gives it back out to Fussell. Her turn from distance, no. And Beck pulls down the rebound. Beck guarded up the floor by Modine, brings it along the near side. Beck switches to her left hand, drives by the defender, kicks it out. Good passing here for WF West. Gives Cushman a wide open look for three. That is Dree Cushman's first bucket of the afternoon. 17-11. Hornets still lead. 1:45 to go in the first. Sheen has it down low on the block. A drive inside is no good. Here's Dylan Beck. Beck head of the key. Dribbles beyond the arc, pulls up a triple and knocks it down. Confident shot for Dylan Beck. That's her second made triple of the ball game so far. And she has got 9 of the first 13 Bearcats points in the game. And was it an official timeout? Hornets keep possession of the basketball. J.C. Ladner checks in for Modine. And here's Gretchen Sheen to inbound, finds Shade quickly, and here we go. Shot clock didn't reset, still 28 seconds. Shade with a left-handed dribble, top of the key, kicks it to Sheen in the corner. Can she do it again? No, just short. Beck pulls down the rebound. Has it head of the key, gets rid of the pass to Cushman here on the near side. She tries again and hits. And just like that, we are tied. Back-to-back triples from the Bearcats. Even the ball game. Shade driving inside, unable to hit the turnaround jumper, but Fussell gets the rebound. Gets it ahead to Ladner. Back to Fussell for three. Got it! 7 points for Lily Fussell, a 20-17 ball game. 35 seconds to go in the first quarter. 5 seconds away from the shot clock and game clock. Pass goes on the far side there to McManus. McManus drives inside, gives it up to Cushman again for three, and again she hits. Wow. Tied up again at 20. The Hornets with potentially the last shot of the period if they want it. 20 seconds remaining. Here's J.C. Ladner well beyond the arc. Throws the pass near side to Sheen. One step inside the arc. Sheen pulls up. No good. Schroeder pulls down the miss with 12 seconds. Goes back up and gets fouled. And so Michaela Schroeder will head to the line for a couple of free throws. Schroeder already has 4 points today. Missed the first, but she's got a second. And unable to give the Hornets the lead. The Bearcats try to put it back up in their own bucket. Mental miscue there. Luckily, they got away with it. Here with 5 seconds, trying to get a shot in at the horn, unable to, and 1 second. They're going to try. Are they going to put 2 seconds back on the game clock, or are we going to play? Let's call that the end of the first quarter. I think the officials are going to want them to put probably about 2 3/10 of a second back on there as that ball went out of bounds on the pass. The Bearcats nearly scored on themselves after that missed Schroeder free throw. So there you go. 2 3/10 of a second there on the clock. Bearcats are going to inbound. They find Cushman head of the key. Cushman gives it up to Beck. She tries a long three that's no good. Been a lot of fireworks through just the first quarter here. Tied up at 20 after 1. Back with more Henley basketball after this on mybasin.com.
At Geno's on East Main Street, we're always ready for sports season.
And now is a perfect time to connect with us.
We're open every morning at 6:30, serving simply good food.
For your breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
We offer breakfast burritos and burgers all day, Italian family recipes,
monthly specials, amazing desserts, and of course, your choice of cold or hot beverages.
Call 884-6474 right now to place a food order for pickup or use DoorDash delivery.
Or best of all, come dine in with us.
Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
Check out our full menu and all our activities at ilovegenos.com. Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
Tied up at 20 after 1 between the WF West Bearcats and the Henley Hornets. 5 on the floor for Henley to start this period. J.C. Ladner, Michaela Schroeder, Lily Fussell, Preston Shade, and Gretchen Sheen. We'll get you the 5 for the Bearcats here in just a moment. The Bearcats start with the basketball. Here's Teeter. She's out there with Hoffman, along with Klopek, Beck, and Cushman. Beck, a turnaround right elbow jumper from the mid-range is no good. Klopek pulls down the rebound, finds Teeter outside for a triple that rattles home. That's now 18 of the first 22 Bearcats points made on three-pointers. Driving inside, Sheen unable to hit, and then a foul on the putback attempt. So Schroeder back to the line. She missed her two previous attempts, but a chance to make it right here. Unable to tie the game on makes here, but bring your team back within one. Looks, are we ready to go? We're talking the officials. Look down for a second. It sounds like Schroeder might have made that bucket before the free throw. And so that's what I get for. There we go. So the free throw from Schroeder is good. I'm going to pause the game here because, again, missing on the scoring here. So I know it's not entirely on me here, so I'll give myself that credit at least. Schroeder's free throw is good. We should be tied up at 23. It could sometimes be difficult. You come to these tournament settings and the host team's unfamiliar with who's visitor, who's away. That you know, give them a little bit of slack here. Here come the Bearcats the other way. Here's Cushman there on the right extended arc. Throws it to Klopek, top of the key. Klopek back to Cushman, right extended arc. She tries again from distance, this time unable to hit. Klopek gets the rebound. The putback no good, and this time Shade gets the board for Henley. Tries to get a pass to Sheen, but it's taken away by Beck. Beck throws it to Klopek for a near corner three, no good. Schroeder again pulls down the miss. 23-23, 6:55 to go in the second quarter. A mid-range jumper from Lily Fussell is off the mark. Dylan Beck pulls down the rebound, then has her pocket picked nearly by Fussell, but Beck pulls it back up. Beck driving the right side, puts the dribble between her legs, throws it to Klopek on the left side, drives on the interior and gets fouled. She'll be shooting a couple. Klopek to the line for two. She split her previous attempt. First one's good. Gives the Bearcats back the lead, 24-23. Kennedy Modine checks in. Senya Campos back in as well for Henley. Gretchen Sheen goes to the bench. I believe J.C. Ladner joined her there. Split trip at the line this time for Klopek. It's a one-point ball game. Here's Senya Campos for the Hornets. Stops top of the key, gives it up to Fussell, drives baseline, shoots for two, and drains it. Good take there by Lily. And she has now got 9 points. It's 25-24, Hornets lead. 6:20 to go in the second quarter. Pass comes near side to Teeter. Driving with her left hand. Gets to the block and then passes it back out. A pass intended for Cushman is taken away by Fussell. Drives along the right arc. Gives it up to Shade, top of the key. Shade now at the left elbow. Looks for Modine here on the right wing for three. Off the glass and in. Kennedy Modine loves to use the window on those three-pointers and does so successfully there. It's a 4-point game, and I think we got to have a player tie their shoe. Great triple made there by Kennedy. That's her first points of the game, and the third triple made by Henley so far. The Bearcats, for their part, have 5 made three-pointers already in the ball game. Henley with a light press here. Klopek up the floor, guarded by Modine. Gives it up to Cushman there on the right side. Cushman picks up the dribble well beyond the arc, bounces a pass underneath. Klopek receives it, goes up with the shot. It's no good. Schroeder pulls down another rebound. Shade throws it ahead to Fussell, pushing the pace. Fussell, another mid-range jumper, unable to go. Schroeder gets the rebound, puts it back up. No. A third chance for Michaela, also no good. And this time Schroeder's hacked, though, on her way up. She'll be shooting two. Schroeder 1 for 3 at the free throw line so far, 6 total points. And a chance at 2 here. First one no good. Sub coming in for the Bearcats. Dylan Beck back into the game, and she'll replace Joy Cushman. Schroeder's second free throw is up. It is good. Hornets lead 29-24. 5.5 to go in the first half. Here's Beck, guarded by Modine, up the floor. Beck driving right, gets to the arc, denies a screen, going left, gets to the baseline, off the glass and in. A strong take there for Dylan Beck. Makes the score 29-26. Pass goes over to Shade. She tries a triple. Back iron, no. Rebound pulled down by the Bearcats. Trying to get it off. Vassell takes it away. Goes up from the mid-range. A tough bucket doesn't go. Schroeder with the miss and a foul. She is making money at the free throw line today. We've got no new sub injury. Cushman will come in to replace Buzzard. I think Buzzard might have gotten the worst of a basketball to the face on that last sequence, so she's going to take a seat on the bench. And again, Cushman comes in to replace her. Schroeder still has a couple of free throws on the way. Misses the first. New sub in for Henley. Gretchen Sheen will replace Lily Vassell. Second free throw on the way for Michaela. That one rims out. Cushman pulls down the board. Gives it up to Beck along the far side of the floor. Beck dribbles up to the arc. Now inside the paint. Throws it up off the glass and in. She's so quick. She gets inside very fast. 29-28. Hornets still lead. Modine, a great pass to Campos, cutting to the rim, and she scores. 6 points for Senya Campos. Henley back out in front by 3. 4.5 to go in the second quarter. Here's Dylan Beck, left-handed dribble guarded by Sheen. Dribbles into the free throw line, steps back, a mid-range jumper hits back iron. The rebound pulled down by Preston Shade. Lofts the pass to Modine. She's unable to control it, goes out of bounds. There you can see, also sitting right there, the Henley boys basketball team. They're in action a little bit later on today, 7 o'clock tonight against Sandium Christian. We'll give you an idea of the schedule moving forward after this break. 4:15 to go in the second quarter. Chehalis calls time. Back after this on mybasin.com.
Pacific Power works day in and day out to power our communities because we know our neighbors rely on us. We're trimming and clearing branches around poles and lines, protecting our system, and giving you real-time updates when storms roll in. You can count on us in all seasons. 24/7. We're here for you. Powering your greatness.
Welcome back to Henley Basketball on mybasin.com, and want to welcome in all the folks I know tuning in from Washington today, rooting on your Bearcats. Senya Campos gets the pass off a steal and is able to score another bucket there. 8 points for her, 33-28. Henley now leads. Appreciate you finding our broadcast wherever you might be. Beck triggers a deep three, no good. Schroeder with the rebound. Pass comes to Senya Campos. She lets that ball go out of bounds, unable to control that pass. Looks like we also see Shoshani Pappas into the game for Henley as well. Freshman there wearing number 12. You see her on your screen. Here is Gaskill. Behind her back dribble, fields a double team, tries to dump it underneath to Cushman, but Campos in the right spot at the right time, able to tip it free into the hands of her Hornets. Campos then saves the ball from going out of bounds, but it winds up being a turnover anyway. Beck, bounce pass ahead to Cushman, who skates to the rim for 2. That's her first 2-point bucket today. She's got 11 total points. Her team trails by 3. Senya Campos drives in, gets fouled. She'll shoot a pair. Campos again already with 8 points. The 5'7" senior getting her first look at the line here. Senya unable to hit her first. Here's her second. That one is good, so Henley now leads by 4, a score of 34-30, 3:18 to go in the first half. Gaskill throws it to Cushman there on the right side, fakes a pass right, drives left, gets to the free throw line for a mid-range jumper. It's true. 2 more points for Joy Cushman. 3:06 to go in the second quarter, a 2-point game. Beck playing tight defense against Shade. Pass comes near side to Sheen. Another long 2. That's no good. Pappas battling for the board, and it was tipped out of bounds. Last touched by Cushman, I believe. No, it was last touched by Pappas, and so it'll be Bearcats basketball. To inbound for them is going to be Maddie Bain. Bain going to inbound to Beck, but they're going to hit Sheen with a foul there. Bain trying to inbound again. Looks to find Beck and does. Guarded by Sheen all the way up the floor. Henley again just showing a little bit of a press on those inbounds. Here's Beck, head of the key, picked up by Schroeder. Gets rid of the pass to Bain, who whips it in the near corner to Gaskill. Gaskill goes back out to Cushman. Now to the hands of Beck, far side. She loses the dribble. It goes out of bounds. The Hornets take possession. Kennedy Modine walks it across the timeline here for Henley. Head of the key, no-look pass to Sheen for a straightaway 3. It's good. Second made triple for Gretchen Sheen today, 37-32, 2:22 to go in the second quarter. Here's Beck, top of the key, backs back out, gives it up to Gaskill here on the near side. Gaskill takes a screen, driving right, throws it to Cushman, head of the key. Cushman drives inside, goes to the right block, is unable to find the bucket. Kennedy Modine pulls down the rebound, nearly loses it out of bounds on the near side and turns it over. The Bearcats have numbers, 2-on-1 in transition. Joy Cushman scores with the right hand. 3 seconds remaining, 3 points separate these two teams. 2 minutes remaining in the second quarter. And Modine is going to be held on her way up the floor, so that'll be a foul committed, I think, by Dylan Beck. And that'll also be the 5th team foul for the Bearcats this period, which will give Modine free throws. Her first trip to the line so far this afternoon, but she does have 1 made triple for her 3 points so far. No good on the first, but she's got a second. A couple of subs coming in for WF West. We'll see Hadley Hoffman and Maddie McManus check in. To the bench goes Gaskill and Bain. Second free throw from Modine is good, and so she's got 4 points now. And a 4-point lead here for Henley. 1:45 to go in the second quarter. Pass goes there on the far side to McManus. McManus now to the hands of Cushman. To Beck for 3. Front iron, no. Rebound tipped around and pulled down by Schroeder. Gives it up to Sheen. Here come the Hornets. 90 seconds remaining in the half. Sheen throws the pass to Modine, left side. Modine able to find Pappas in the far corner. Pappas driving inside, trips on her way in, unable to get the shot. Schroeder goes back up with it and gets fouled. Michaela Schroeder's got more free throws coming. Tough to guard her without fouling her. Such a physical player underneath. She's earned quite a few free throws today. Misses this one. Second free throw for Schroeder. That make puts her 3 for 9 at the line on the game. 39-34 the score. 1:15 to go in the second quarter. Pass goes far side to McManus. Now to Cushman, now to Beck. Pass goes around the horn in the hands of McManus. She has it guarded by Pappas. Now it goes to Cushman. Cushman drives Klopek, takes it inside. Unable to get the shot. A battle for it underneath the cup. A held ball. Possession is going to favor the Hornets with 52 seconds left to go in the half. Pappas to inbound. Finds Ladner here. Modine now back to Pappas. Pappas driving left, gives it up to Sheen, left extended arc, trying to find Modine, but Beck was lurking in wait, gets the steal, and on the other end, she's unable to score. Hoffman with the rebound, battles for it underneath with Ladner, who pokes it free. Pappas picks up the loose ball. Shot clock is off here for the Hornets, and Beck is going to foul in the open floor. That will earn free throws, I think, unless it was just an out-of-bounds play. But I think Modine was fouled, and she'll get a couple free throws here. 1 for 2 in a previous trip. These are free throws 3 and 4 for her. No good on that one. Isabel Teeters checked into the game for the Bearcats as Modine sinks her second free throw. 6-point lead for Henley. 25 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Driving the far side of the floor is Klopek. Ball finds its way into the hands of Cushman, head of the key, gives it back up to McManus with 14 seconds. Pappas comes away with a steal. Has to slow things down for the Hornets, and she does. Gives it up to Modine now with 7 seconds. A really deep shot's not going to fall. Pappas gets the rebound with 3 seconds. She's going to try one at the first half horn. It rattles out, but the Hornets have a first half lead, 40-34, a high-scoring affair here on the second day of the Sisters Shootout. We'll be back with the Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club halftime show after this on 104.3 and 960 Sports and MyBasin.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Pacific Power works day in and day out to power our communities because we know our neighbors rely on us. We're trimming and clearing branches around poles and lines, protecting our system, and giving you real-time updates when storms roll in. You can count on us in all seasons. 24/7, we're here for you. Powering your greatness.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi. When you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
Welcome back to day 2 of the Sisters Shootout. The Henley Lady Hornets leading the WF Bearcats 40-34 at halftime today. Let's go ahead and break down the leading scorers for you, and we'll start with the team in front. That's the Henley Hornets, who are led trifold by 3 players. Lily Fussell, Senya Campos, Michaela Schroeder each have 9 points for Henley after one half of play. Gretchen Sheen has 8, and Kennedy Modine has 5. Those are your scorers right now for the Henley Hornets. Meantime, for the Bearcats, they are led by Joy Cushman with 15. Dylan Beck has 14. Isabel Teeter has 2. And Teeter has 3, and Caitlin Klopek has 2. Those are your scorers there for the WF Bearcats from Chehalis, Washington. It's been a story of made threes, really, for the Bearcats. They have 18 points just on made triples alone. They've been sinking a ton from downtown. And for Henley, well, they've had a few struggles at the free throw line in the first half. They made only 6 of their 14 attempts at the line in their first half. So you say, well, the Bearcats are draining a ton of threes. Henley's missing some chances at the line, and I think that's mostly why 6 points separate these two teams. Henley's been playing really well, though, really aggressive on defense. They're creating a lot of turnovers and opportunities for themselves. Michaela Schroeder, business as usual, dominating the offensive glass and giving her team and herself a lot of second, third, and fourth chances at the bucket. Henley can improve their free throw shooting. They can shore this game up, try to come away with the win on the first 2 days of the Sisters tournament. We're going to take a break here on our halftime show, and when we come back, we'll tell you what's still yet to come for both Henley High School teams that are here in Sisters playing at the Sisters Shootout. We've got a nightcap tonight and 2 more games coming up tomorrow. Details on all that, plus third quarter action next. The Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club halftime show on mybasin.com.
With Elevate Physical Therapy, Fitness, and Performance. Thanks for joining us. Elevate started in 2020 as a dream. I wanted to open up a clinic of my own, really had a heart and a passion to treat athletes of all ages, and got the opportunity to do it. And wow, this is what's happened. One of the best parts of this job is that we get to work with all the student athletes on field, at their contests, at their games all around the county. Specifically when you're working with dancers, right, we've got like particular ways of movement that we don't want to necessarily correct, because dancers have a very specific way of moving that's important for their athletic performance. At Elevate, we're here to get you moving and keep you moving, no matter if you're 8 or you're 80. Feel free to give us a call at 541-887-2030.
I want to welcome you back to the Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club halftime show. Harbor Isles exists to provide a clean, multi-use facility for the advancement of health, wellness, and longevity to its members and the community. We invite you to join Harbor Isles, where they feature top-of-the-line equipment, full-service personal training, and an array of group exercise classes. Here at halftime, Henley leads 40-34, led in scoring again, 9 points each from Fussell, Campos, and Schroeder. Only the first of 2 games that we've got today here on mybasin.com. Coming up tonight at 7 o'clock, we'll have coverage of the Henley boys team taking on Sandium Christian. That'll be over in the high school gym, too, so got to tear down here and then move over across the street. But tomorrow, we're spending the whole afternoon here in the elementary school gym at 1:30. It is going to be the boys playing. They'll play Taft at 1:30, and then our final game here at the Sisters Shootout will be the Henley Lady Hornets taking on Crook County. That'll be 3:15 tomorrow. Really looking forward to that last game. You know, we know Crook County defeated Henley earlier in the season, back on December 6th, 79-63. Henley, I know, in talking to the coaches and some of the players, really excited to get back out on the floor, prove what they can do against Crook County for the second time this season, and try to sneak a win off the Cowgirls this time around. Glad that you found our broadcast here on mybasin.com, wherever you might be. Whether you are a Klamath Falls fan and watch every broadcast we have, if you're just tuning in from Chehalis, Washington, thank you so much for finding our broadcast today. I understand that playing in the elementary school gym, they've got no NFHS network, which a lot of you folks up north typically use, so appreciate you for finding our broadcast all the same. 40-34 at halftime. We're going to take one more break here on the Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club halftime show. When we come back, we'll be ready for third quarter action on mybasin.com.
Over the last year, you've heard and seen the advertisement for God's Gifts 2, a local photographer who travels to high school sporting events and takes individual and team action photos at a great price. Something you may not know, though, is that the money from God's Gifts Photography supports 6 children in Kenya who Annalisa has met on mission trips. If you'd like to capture your athlete in action and help support these kids, call 541-281-2206. Search God's Gifts 2 on Facebook.
The Klamath Basin is beautiful, from shimmering Klamath Lake to rich farmlands to the historic downtown. And with an average of over 300 days of sunshine every year, the Klamath Basin is a great place to be. We here at Basin Media Active have been supporting this community for many years, keeping it entertained and informed with friendly faces and familiar voices. You can stay up to date with the latest news, weather, stream live local sports, and check out our community calendar, all on our website, mybasin.com. And you can download our app for free in your app store right now. Basin Media Active, local community engaged.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars. There are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account, to retirement planning, and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
Josh Eldridge back with you, getting ready for the third quarter today from Sisters, Oregon. The Henley Hornets leading the WF West Bearcats 40-34. For those of you fans of the Hornets, unfamiliar with WF West High School, it's William F. West High School, opened in the mid-50s and actually just started as an athletic and music school before expanding in the mid-70s to be a full academic institution. But they, throughout the 50s and 60s held a lot of basketball tournaments and music concerts for charity events and things of that nature. But once the school got big enough, about mid-1970s, they opened it up to a full academic institution, and now here we go. WF West Bearcats find themselves in Sisters, Oregon. I think this is their first time at this event. And right now, after losing yesterday to Crook County, they're trailing by 6 to the Henley Hornets. And looks like we are just about ready to go. Bearcats will start with the basketball. 5 on the floor for them. It's going to be Hoffman, along with Cushman, out there with Beck, Klopek, and McManus, I believe. No, pardon me, that's Buzzard out there for the Bearcats. The 5 on the floor for Henley. It's Schroeder, Modine, Shade, Campos, and Fassell. Driving inside, Fassell is going to commit a foul on Caroline Buzzard. They're going to call that a shot on the floor. And so an inbounds play at the baseline coming up here for the Bearcats. Pass to Joy Cushman. Again, she's leading the team with 15 points so far. Here's Dylan Beck for 3. Hits the back of the rim, no good. Rebound falls to Buzzard. Gives it back up to Klopek. Now to the hands of Joy Cushman. She tries a 3 and splashes it. Another made triple for her. That's her 4th made three-pointer this game. Fassell tries to answer on the other side, unable to do so. And the Bearcats pull down the board. Outlet pass to Cushman. She takes a bump and the bucket. Looking for contact. She found it. A smart play as they're going to earn her some free throws here. Chance to tie the game. Potentially six quick points here for the Bearcats, and a made free throw here from Cushman. This is her first free throw, and it's no good. So Henley will hold on to the lead, at least for now. Ball goes out of bounds. Officials going to chat about this. It looks like the Bearcats get to keep possession. To inbound is going to be Caitlin Klopek. Inbounds to Dylan Beck, left extended arc. Beck driving in against Modine, gets to the free throw line, gives it back to Klopek on the outside. Now to the hands of Buzzard. Whips it to Cushman. Cushman around top of the key, over to Hoffman. Gives it up to to Beck. Beck driving left, gets to the block, lays it up off the glass, but it's not going to go. Schroeder pulls down the miss. Now to the hands of Preston Shade. Shade, cross-court pass to Modine, drives right down Main Street, pulls up for the mid-range and hits. 7 points now for Modine. Her team back out in front by 3. Minute and a half gone here in the third quarter. Here's Joy Cushman. Cushman has it poked free by Shade for a moment, and then she goes over and back. They're trying to say that Shade tipped it, and then Cushman grabbed it before going over and back. So I think that's what the official was explaining, is that Shade did touch it, poked it free. Cushman picked up the ball on one side of the floor and then crossed. And so there's your over and back call. The Hornets have the basketball. Shade has it top of the key, guarded well beyond the arc by Joy Cushman. Pass comes near side to Kennedy Modine, then back to Shade, still beyond the arc between the circles. Finds Fassell on a cutting to the baseline, no good, but Schroeder is there for the putback and one. Schroeder a chance to put Henley back up by 6 here. She's able to find the bottom of the bucket. Makes the free throw. 45-39, 6:16 to go in the third quarter. Here's Klopek. Has it between the circles, guarded by Fussell. Gets rid of the pass to Beck. Drives inside, spins at the free throw line. A shot from 8 is good. Acrobatic finish there for Beck. Gives her 16 points. And her team still trails by 4. Under 6 minutes to go in the third. Here's Senya Campos. She tries a deep three. Front iron. Rebound goes out of bounds. It was last touched, I think, by Fussell trying to grab the rebound. Either way, it's going to be Bearcats basketball. Henley guarding the inbound here. Campos guarding the inbounder. Fussell looking to guard the player to receive the inbound pass. Now the Bearcats bring somebody else up, so it's a press here for Henley as they inbound it to Klopek. Fussell follows her up the floor. Again, just light pressure. Pass comes near side to Cushman. Cushman has it, head of the key. Tries to dump it underneath to Buzzard, but it's poked free by Fussell, and Shade has it. Preston Shade rifles the pass ahead to Schroeder. Intercepted. Here come the Bearcats. Klopek on the wing for 3. No good. Wide left. Rebound grabbed underneath by Hoffman. Looking for a player. Finds Klopek. Cutting to the rim, and she scores 2. She's got 4 points today, and it's a 2-point game in favor of the Hornets. 4:15 to go in the third quarter. A pass intended for the interior, tipped away. Bearcats have it. Beck on a strong take the other way, unable to tie us. Campos pulls down the rebound, ahead to Fussell. She can't score going the other way. Schroeder pulls down the miss, and it's poked free. Here's Dylan Beck, the other way for the Bearcats. Beck, a strong take inside. She's fouled, and a chance to tie on a couple of makes at the free throw line here. Beck has 16 points, and in her previous trip to the line, she's 2 for 2. And that's a good one there, and so it's a 1-point game. Group subs for both teams. I'll reset the 5 on the floor for you for Henley. It's Schroeder, Pappas, Sheen, Ladner, and Fussell. And for the Bearcats, it's going to be both Cushman sisters along with Dylan Beck out there with Klopek and Maddie Bain. Tied up at 45. 4:47 to go in the third quarter. Pappas driving inside. She's going to be fouled. I think that was Joy Cushman who reached in and fouled her from behind. And so Hornets will have the basketball. It'll be J.C. Ladner to inbound. Ladner lofts it, head of the key to Fussell. Unguarded for 3. Bounces off the rim and drops. A made triple there for Lily Fussell. That is her second made triple of the game. It gives her 12 points and her team a 3-point lead. Are they counting that as just a 2? I thought it was 3. There we go. Now we got 3 points. 48-45. 4:28 to go in the third. And it's going to be Bearcats basketball. I think now we're trying to find out whose basketball it is, perhaps. Oh, okay. It's a game clock issue. They let the game clock drain off a little bit after the ball went out of bounds. They're going to reset it at, I think, 6 seconds to the clock. No? Maybe it was a shot clock. Not entirely sure. Either way, we're ready to go for basketball. Score is as it is on the screen, 48-45. 4:22 to go in the third. Bearcats have the basketball. Here's Klopek driving the left block. Brings it back out beyond the arc. Now to the hands of Dylan Beck. She tries a 3. Hits back iron, no. Rebound pulled down by J.C. Ladner. Ladner gives it ahead to Fussell. Fussell now left extended arc. Finds Pappas. She head fakes a 3. Then rifles a pass underneath to Schroeder. Schroeder backing down Cushman. She gets fouled. Dree Cushman picking up the foul there, and it sends Schroeder to the line for 2 more. She made her previous free throw this half. But again, in the first half, as a team, Henley was 6 of 14 at the line, wanting to improve upon that number here in the third. Makes her first. Second free throw from Schroeder is no good. Dree Cushman battles for the rebound and wins, gives it up to her older sister. Now passing to the front court to Klopek. She gets fouled on the shot. And so it'll send Caitlin Klopek to the line for 2. Klopek 2 points in the first half. She already has 1 made field goal here in the second half, and she was 2 for 4 at the line in the first half. Now makes her 3rd free throw of the game. Sub coming in. Welcome back to the game, Mallory Gaskill. She'll replace Joy Cushman. Klopek's second free throw is good. A perfect trip for her. Makes it a 2-point game, 49-47. 3:49 to go in the third quarter. Ladner throws the pass to Fussell. They find Sheen at the free throw line for a 15-foot jumper. It's true. Gretchen Sheen now with 10 points so far today. Her team leads by 4 here in the third quarter. Dribbling up the floor, the Hornets create a turnover. Lily Fussell slows down the pace, gives it up to Ladner. No look pass to Sheen in the corner. Sheen drives baseline, gives it back to Ladner. Now to Fussell. Down underneath to Schroeder. Turning around, off the glass, no. Rebound pulled down by the Bearcats. Here's Gaskill. Gaskill driving the right side, and ball's going to go out of bounds. A lot of contact down underneath, no whistle. It's going to stay with WF West. Klopek to inbound for the Bearcats. Lofts it, head of the key to Dree Cushman. Now to the hands of Dylan Beck. Still top of the key. Now driving the left side. Gets inside and a foul. They're going to call this one against Gretchen Sheen. Was the foul on the floor or was it on the shot? I think that's what we're discussing. And they're going to say that Beck was in her shooting motion. And so she will get 2 free throws here. She's got 17 total points. And so far at the line, she is 3 of 4. First free throw, no good. Second free throw is good. 51-48 the score. 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Henley leading WF West. Pass comes near side to Ladner. To Gretchen Sheen. Again at the free throw line. This time unable to hit the mid-range jumper. And the rebound pulled down by Maddie Bain. Get the outlet pass to Gaskill. Down underneath to Beck for 2. A good feed gives the junior 2 more points. In a 1-point ball game now. Pappas tried to pass it to Ladner. She wasn't ready for it. The Bearcats get a turnover. Beck scores and they have the lead. 52-51. 4 quick points. Flips this game around. Pappas walking the ball up the floor here for the Hornets. Bounces it to Sheen at the free throw line. She drives inside this time. Kisses it off the glass and in for 2. Henley reclaims the lead on Sheen's 2-point bucket. Klopek throws it to Gaskill near side. Gaskill guarded by Pappas well beyond the arc. Drives between the circles. Throws it to Bain. Then far side to Klopek for 3. No. Rebound pulled down by Shoshani Pappas. Pappas now into the front court. Driving the left side. Guarded tightly by Gaskill. Throws it to Sheen. A look from downtown. Won't go. Fussell with the putback off the mark. Hornets trying to create a third chance. Ladner pulls down the board. Gets it outside to Fussell. Now Pappas beyond the arc. Bouncing it underneath to Schroeder. Around 3 players she scores. Can't stop her. 53-52. 55-52. Henley has the lead. Here's Dylan Beck. Beck splits the defense. Gets fouled on the floor. And so must be in the bonus here as Beck gets some free throws. Got some subs coming in here for the Bearcats after a free throw attempt from Dylan Beck. It's good. The first one attempt is good. She's got a second one on the way, and it's now a 2-point game. Subs coming in for Henley include Kennedy Modine, Preston Shade, and Senya Campos. We're also going to see Isabel Teeter into the game for WF West, as well as, I believe, Hoffman returned to the game as well. Dylan Beck's free throw rims out. Schroeder pulls down the miss. The score remains 55-53, a minute 34 to go in the third. Shade throws it to Sheen in the far corner. Sheen back to Shade, skips the pass to Modine near side. Pass comes to Campos. Campos gets around the zone, uses the glass, and scores and one. Bearcats sinking into a zone defense there. Campos split it in two, scored, and got fouled. In and out, Mac. In and out, Mac. Campos now with 11 points on the contest, looking to add to it with a made free throw here. She's able to do it. 58-53. 1:20 to go in the third. Henley leads. Beck driving the left side, throws it in the corner to Teeter. Teeter then dribbles to the free throw line, feeds Beck back again in the corner. Beck going to work against Modine, looking for Bain, then gives the pass up to Teeter. Teeter thought about a triple, then gives it back out to Bain. Skips the pass near side to Gaskill, 16 to shoot. Gaskill underhand pass to Beck, nearly went over and back, but she saved it. Dribbles up to the arc, pulls up from distance and knocks it down. That was a bold shot from Dylan Beck, and she drained it with no problem. Makes it a 2-point game. 51 seconds to go in the third. Back after this timeout on mybasin.com.
Introducing Smith Bates Marcom Solutions, your trusted partner in marketing and communication. We specialize in crafting compelling campaigns, eye-catching graphics, and impactful branding materials.
Smith Bates is like working with dependable friends. They always help us build our professional image.
Through the innovative strategies that the team at Smith Bates suggested, we've been able to give the brand at Calor the boost that it desperately needed.
Unlock your potential with Smith Bates Marcom Solutions.
Welcome back to Henley Basketball on mybasin.com. 58-56 the score. 51 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Henley leading the WF West Bearcats here on the second day of the tournament here in Sisters, Oregon. Henley starts with the basketball coming out of our break. It's Preston Shade bringing it up the floor. Shade lofts the pass to Campos at the free throw line. Campos finds Sheen down close. Her shot blocked by Hoffman at the rim. Good defense down underneath by the senior. The Hornets keep possession after the ball goes out of bounds, though. Caroline Buzzard checking back in for Hoffman. 41 seconds in the period. Beck, pardon me, this is Shade lofting it into Modine. Now back to Shade, left side. Good feed underneath to Schroeder, backing her down and scoring. Michaela Schroeder finding some luck from field goal range here. Gives her team a 4-point lead. Now here's Dylan Beck. Beck gives it up to Bain. Now to the hands of Joy Cushman. Cushman pulls up a three. Can't hit. Rebound falls to Teeter. She goes back up with it. Also unable to hit it. This time Campbell's pulls down the board. 15 seconds. Modine tries to get the pass inside to Sheen, but it's taken away, and the Bearcats are going to travel. Bain couldn't decide who she wanted to pass to. Second-guessed herself, and, well, there's your travel. 10 seconds remaining in the period. We've got a substitution coming in for the Bearcats. Caitlin Klopek will replace Joy Cushman here at the end of the third quarter. And look out, look out. We got an RC car. Okay. Little kid's Hot Wheel made it onto the floor. Got to pause for that, and it looks like we're ready to go. Shade's going to inbound closely to Sheen. Turnaround, leaves it short. Schroeder gets the miss. Her putback no good. A third chance. This time Schroeder converts. That should bring us to the end of the third quarter. Hard work for Michaela Schroeder, and Henley carries a 6-point lead to the fourth quarter. Back with more Henley basketball after this on mybasin.com.
At Geno's on East Main Street, we're always ready for sports season.
And now is a perfect time to connect with us.
We're open every morning at 6:30, serving simply good food
for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
We offer breakfast burritos and burgers all day, Italian family recipes,
monthly specials, amazing desserts, and of course, your choice of cold or hot beverages.
Call 884-6474 right now to place a food order for pickup or use DoorDash delivery.
Or best of all, come dine in with us.
Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
Check out our full menu and all our activities at ilovegenos.com. Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
Fourth quarter action begins now. Henley with a 6-point advantage, 62-56. And the 5 on the floor for them. It's Sheen, Campos, Shade, and Schroeder. Already a quick whistle right away. Gretchen Sheen gets fouled, and so she'll be shooting free throws. Sheen's got 12 points so far. This her first trip to the line, unable to hit that one. Michaela Schroeder right now leading the Henley Hornets in scoring. She's got 19 points through the first 3 quarters. Second free throw on the way. This one is good from Sheen, and so the score now 63-56. Only about 10 seconds gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Dylan Beck. Bringing along the near side. Now Joy Cushman. Cushman rifles the pass to Klopek, then to Beck. On the wing for 3. It's good. Made triples for the Bearcats, keeping them in this one. 63-59, 7.5 to go. Here's Gretchen Sheen, loses the dribble nearly. Campos is going to get tied up. That was a great play by Campos and Sheen. She nearly just lost the dribble.
Girls, get a hand up. Figure it out.
Sheen just lost the dribble and then was able to keep it inbounds. Campos slid after it. It wound up being a tie-up in favor of the Bearcats, but good effort there for the Hornets. Here's Klopek giving it up to Cushman. Back to Klopek. Klopek driving the baseline. Gets by one defender. Tries to use the glass. Unable to do so. Rebound picked up by Buzzard. Her putback is off the mark, and then a foul. So they're going to charge the foul to Buzzard, saying that she held a Hornets player. Or trying to go back up for the rebound. Still a 4-point game. 7:07 to go in the fourth quarter. Modine gets the pass to Shade. Shade, head of the key, now back to Campos. Campos dumps it to Sheen for a free throw line jumper, hits the front of the rim. Rebound pulled over by Buzzard. Then gives it up to Beck. Beck driving inside, takes some contact from Sheen, gets rid of the basketball, finds its way to Buzzard. Her shot from a few feet out's no good, and this time Sheen will get fouled. Non-shooting foul. Hornets will inbound away from the basket. They have a 4-point lead, 6:40 remaining in the ball game.
Be ready to help, P. Be ready to help, P. Go, 4.
Here's Modine. Gives it up to Campos. Campos crosses the timeline here for Henley. Gets the pass in the corner to Fussell. Dumps it underneath to Schroeder, and she scores from the block. 65-59, 6:20 to go in the fourth quarter. Here's Beck. Step back 3. That time she leaves it short. Shade pulls down the rebound. Preston trying to push the pace here for Henley. Dumps it to Fussell on the far side. Goes out of bounds. And it's Bearcats basketball. To inbound is Caitlin Klopek. Finds Dylan Beck. Back ahead for the Bearcats. Gives it up to Cushman. She tries a 3, unable to hit. Fussell pulls down the rebound, throws it ahead to Shade. A right-handed floater, no good. Schroeder with the putback, hangs on the rim, doesn't go. This time the rebound pulled down by the Bearcats. Rolled out to Beck. Fast break, points for Joy Cushman. She's unable to hit in close. The ball goes out of bounds. The Hornets take it. Uncharacteristic miss for Joy Cushman. It seems close to the rim. The Hornets getting away with one there. And they maintain a 6-point lead, 5:41 to go in the fourth quarter. Campos into the front court now for Henley. Dumps it down low to Schroeder. Backing down Cushman, tries to roll it off the rim, no. Gets her own miss, throws it outside for a Modine triple, no. This time Klopek pulls down the rebound, throws it ahead to Dylan Beck. Here's Beck into the front court now for the Bearcats. Guarded by Fussell. Finds Klopek cutting to the rim. Her shot off the mark. And Schroeder pulls down the rebound. Lofting it ahead to Fussell. Fussell skating to the rim. Too strong on the layup. And Campos is fouled trying to go for the rebound. Senya Campos at the free throw line. She's got 12 points so far, and she is 2 for 3 at the free throw line. Oh, no shooting foul that time. And Henley's going to inbound, and a 5-second violation. Thought we had some free throws coming up there, but we did not. And a 5-second violation is going to give the Bearcats back the basketball. Inbound pass goes to Cushman. Henley a little bit harsher here on the press. Pass goes underneath to Dree Cushman. She drills it from about 12 feet out, and it's now a 4-point game. Dree Cushman with her first 2 points of the game. 4:55 to go in the fourth quarter. Preston Shade trying to get around her defender. They're going to call a blocking foul on Isabel Teeter.
Knock him down, P. Knock him down, P.
And I think now that's the 5th foul, so now we'll be getting free throws for Henley. Thought we were already there. I suppose I lost count. But here we go. Shade getting her first 2 free throws of the game here. She's scoreless otherwise. Free throw's good. Got a second. Shade's second free throw is off the mark. Cushman pulls down the rebound, gives it up to Dylan Beck. Beck stops, head of the key, thought about a triple, then thought twice. Now to the hands of Joy Cushman. Gets the pass to Klopek. Now to Beck, left wing. Beck guarded tightly by Fussell on the left side of the wing. Now over to Klopek. Klopek driving right, throws it near side to Teeter. She tries a 3 and knocks it down. We've got a timeout called. We'll take it with them. 66-64. 4:24 to go in the ball game. The Hornets lead the Bearcats. Back with more after this on mybasin.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
66-64 the score. The Hornets lead the Bearcats on the second day of the Sisters Shootout. Second day of the brand new year. Happy New Year, if no one said that to you yet, although I find that hard to believe. 4:24 yet to go in the ball game. We just saw a 3-point bucket made by Isabel Teeter. She's got 6 points in the game so far. And the Hornets will start with the basketball coming out of the break. Inbound pass goes to Preston Shade. Shade drives the far side of the floor, crossing the timeline in front of the scorer's table. Now has it in front of the Henley bench. Shade picks up the dribble, looks for Fussell, finds her between the circles, skips the pass to Ladner near side, then back to Shade. Shade fakes a pass right, finds Sheen at the free throw line. Sheen's going to travel, trying to set her feet for the shot, and so the Bearcats will get possession, a chance to tie on a made 2 or take a lead on a made triple here, but the Hornets pressing on defense, looking to make it trouble for WF West. Here's Caitlin Klopek bringing it up here for the Bearcats, and a whistle. Gonna charge the foul. I believe that was to Fussell. Some light contact bringing it up the floor there. Looks like Senya Campos coming into the game. She'll replace Fussell. Shot clock reset, 35 on there. 4 minutes left to go in the game, and 2 points separate the Hornets from the Bearcats. Here's Teeter taking the inbound pass. Now it's Beck. Beck has it, left extended arc. Gives it up to Dree Cushman. Now Joy Cushman has it near side, and going to call an illegal screen on Dree Cushman. I'm going to say she hadn't had her feet set yet. Because it's an offensive foul, the Hornets don't earn free throws for that one, by the way. Only on defensive fouls committed by the Bearcats. And so they have the 2-point advantage and the basketball. 3:46 to go. Shade bouncing it over to Ladner. Ladner back to Shade. Fakes a pass left. Finds Campos at the free throw line. Puts it on the deck. Spinning around. A high arcing shot won't go. Schroeder is there for the rebound. Her putback attempt is off the mark. The Bearcats have numbers coming the other way. Beck, a no-look pass to Teeters in the corner for the lead. Can't hit. Rebound picked up by the Bearcats. Pass goes out to Dree Cushman. She tries a mid-range jumper for 2. Not able to find it. Michaela Schroeder pulls down the rebound. Henley hangs on to a 2-point lead. 3:15 to go in the fourth quarter. Shade has it in her left hand. Now gives it up to Ladner. Now back to Shade. Shade lofts it to Campos at the free throw line. A strong take, but Campos leaves it short. And a foul. The basketball's going the other way. Klopek to inbound. They find Joy Cushman there, give it right back to Klopek. The Hornets relinquish the press. Klopek drives all the way in, then brings it back out beyond the perimeter. Has it here between the circles. Klopek gives it up to Beck. Beck guarded tightly by Sheen. She turns it over. Now here's Shade. Slowing things down for Henley. Gives it up to Ladner, to Campos again at the free throw line. Drives in, off the window, no. The rebound saved by Campos, but it's taken away by Joy Cushman. Bearcats trying to hurry up themselves, but now they slow things down, deciding not to take the transition buckets. Instead, they'll give it to Beck, who fires from way downtown and takes the lead. Another deep triple from her gives the Bearcats a 67-66 advantage. Hornets looking to get it back. Here's Ladner, inside to Shade, throws it to Sheen. A response from distance, yes! 69-67, Sheen gives Henley back the lead. 2 minutes to go. Here's Dylan Beck, taking it right. No, she backs out beyond the arc, then throws it to Klopek. Klopek in the corner to Teeter. Teeter on the left wing, straight away to Dree Cushman. Now Joy Cushman has it. Here's Klopek straight away. Now Beck, left wing, another three. This time she misses. Rebound pulled down by Ladner. Gives it up to Shade. 2-point lead for Henley, 95 seconds to go. Shade drives all the way in at the bucket. She's fouled. She'll shoot two. Preston at the line here. She's got 1 point on the ball game. She split a previous trip to the free throw line. Dree Cushman. Looks like her day is done. She's fouled out of the game. They're going to replace her with Hadley Hoffman. Also going to see Lily Fassell return for J.C. Ladner. All right. Free throws coming for Preston Shade. First is good. 70-67. Uh-oh. They got the scoreboard mixed up again. There we go. Shade's second free throw is no good. Henley has a 3-point lead, 1:30 to go. Here's Dylan Beck, top of the key, gives it up to Teeter. Teeter denies a screen right, drives left to the baseline, throws it out to Klopek, now straight away to Hoffman, now to Beck. Beck trying to drive right against Sheen, now has it top of the key. She's one-on-one against Schroeder, drives inside, throws it to the wing for a Cushman three to tie, she hits. Tied up at 70, 1 minute, 3 seconds remaining. Senya Campos here on the near wing, gives it up to Fassell. Fassell throws it to Shade straight away. Shade, now near side to Fassell for three, no. Rebound picked up by Schroeder, fading away, no. Another rebound and the putback for Gretchen Sheen. 2-point lead. 45 seconds remaining, 72-70. Henley leads, Beck driving inside, gets to the left elbow, throws it back outside to Teeter. Teeter, top of the key, now to the hand of Hoffman, throws the pass to Cushman on the near wing, guarded by Shade. Shade guarding her tightly. Now it's Klopek, handing it off to Beck, 18 to shoot, 28 on the game clock. Beck, guarded tightly by Sheen, driving inside, going left, gets to the baseline, and a foul is going to come on the floor. They're going to charge it to Michaela Schroeder. So now that eliminates the shot clock. The Bearcats can take a shot to tie or a three to win at the buzzer. Lily Fassell, by the way, checking out. Again, 2 ties, a 3 wins. Shade here at the line. First free throw is good, makes it a 3-point game. Still one possession. You want to make it a 2-possession game here. That makes it very difficult for the Bearcats coming down the stretch. Both of them are good. A 4-point lead for the Hornets, 74-70. 18 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. We're going to take one more timeout here in regulation. Back with more Henley basketball after this on mybasin.com.
What are your goals? To get stronger, move better, feel healthier? Whatever you're aiming for, Harbor Isles is here to help you. They have brand new cardio and strength equipment. Harbor Isles offers indoor tennis courts, 4 indoor pickleball courts, energizing group classes, expert personal trainers, and a friendly, knowledgeable staff ready to guide you every step of the way. No matter what your goals are, Harbor Isles has everything you need to reach those goals. Stop by and see the difference for yourself. Harbor Isles, lose those reins and get your gains.
74-70, 18 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Henley leads the Bearcats. WF West starts with the basketball. They're going to look for a quick 2, maybe a foul. Can also shoot for a 3 and hope for the same fate. We'll see what Coach Karnofsky has drawn up for his team. Beck into the front court for the Bearcats. She dribbles left, steps back, 12 seconds. A screen going right now with 10. Picks up her dribble with 8. Looks to teeter. She drives in and a foul. Oh, nope, no foul. We got a timeout. And so 6 seconds remaining. We'll have one final timeout here in regulation. 74-70. Back after this on mybasin.com.
The best words you can hear tonight?
Order ready for Susan?
And if you hear those words at Abby's, you know it's going to be a legendary meal. Your pizza is loaded with toppings to the edge, premium ingredients, and real cheese. Yeah, baby. Gather with friends, play some video games, and watch the big game on TV. That's made Abby's a legendary pizza tradition for generations. And when you're ready to hear those magic words,
Tom, your order's ready.
You know where to go. You're always welcome at Abby's.
74-70 our score. 6 seconds remain in the fourth quarter. Henley in front of WF West High School from Dallas, Washington here at the Sisters Shootout. It'll be Bearcats basketball coming out of the break.
Help everyone, Ken.
It's going to take a lot for WF West to try a miracle here. Henley just needing to stop a quick bucket. Quick inbound pass to Beck. Throws up a prayer. It hits. Oh, my goodness. Timeout called at the make, I believe, by who? Do we have timeout? Timeout called after a prayer three-pointer was answered by Dylan Beck. Holy cow. 1 point separates Henley from the Bearcats. That was one of the most improbable shots I've ever seen at the high school level. The Bearcats properly using their timeouts to stop the clock with 3 8/10 of a second. Henley's going to have to take care of the inbound pass. But there are no more timeouts, at least I don't think, for WF West. So even off a steal, it's going to take a quick shot. Henley just needing to hold on to the basketball and try to get out of here with a win. Other fans starting to file into the gym now. They're seeing the conclusion of what's been a great game. Up next here in the elementary school is going to be Cascade Christian against Madras. You can see the challengers walking across the front of your screen right now. They're in for a great finish here. Schroeder is going to inbound for Henley. Schroeder looks quickly to Campos. Campos gets the pass to Modine and a foul. They're going to foul Modine, send her to the line. That was about a second and a half off the clock. 1.5 remains. And so Modine, a chance at 2 free throws here. She is 2 for 4 in her previous trips and has 7 points in the ball game. She makes 1. And now Henley filling in the block. Modine's free throw is no good. It hits the deck. They didn't start the clock. And there you go. Now they started the clock. 7/10 of a second left. And now we got to get the officials together. Boy, you know, issues at the scorer's table are typically fine in like the first quarter, but with 3/8 of a second left in a 2-point game in the fourth quarter, I tend to excuse a lot less errors at the scorer's table. This is getting to be quite a lot, you guys. I mean, this is probably the fourth time we've stopped the game just for the scorer's table. 9/10 of a second left. It's a 2-point game, and the Bearcats may have one more look at the bucket. Schroeder guarding the inbound. They heave the pass to Cushman. It's intercepted by Shade, and the Hornets hold on to win. A 74-73 final, and the Hornets defeat their interstate matchup today at the Sisters Shootout. We'll be back with a brief post-game show next on mybasin.com.
Over the last year, you've heard and seen the advertisement for God's Gifts 2, a local photographer who travels to high school sporting events and takes individual and team action photos at a great price. Something you may not know, though, is that the money from God's Gifts Photography supports 6 children in Kenya who Annalisa has met on mission trips. If you'd like to capture your athlete in action and help support these kids, call 541-281-2206. Search God's Gifts 2 on Facebook.
The Klamath Basin is beautiful, from shimmering Klamath Lake to rich farmlands to the historic downtown. And with an average of over 300 days of sunshine every year, the Klamath Basin is a great place to be. We here at Basin Media Active have been supporting this community for many years, keeping it entertained and informed with friendly faces and familiar voices. You can stay up to date with the latest news, weather, stream live local sports, and check out our community calendar, all on our website, mybasin.com. And you can download our app for free in your app store right now. Basin Media Active, local community engaged.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars. There are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account to retirement planning and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
Had to. Welcome back to the Sisters Shootout on mybasin.com. Final score today, the Henley Hornets hold on to a 75-73 win against the WF West Bearcats. Leading scorer today for Henley, this is unofficial, by the way. So much scoring in this game, I shortchanged each team by a couple of points, so I apologize for whichever player I couldn't quite add up all the way, but I'm going to give you my best shot. Michaela Schroeder led Henley with 21 points. She was helped out with 18 from Gretchen Sheen, 12 each from Senya Campos and Lily Fassell, 7 from Kennedy Modine, and 3 for Preston Shade. For the Bearcats, they were led by a brilliant day for Dylan Beck. Had 32 points. She was helped out by Joy Cushman with 20 and 6 each for Isabel Teeter and Caitlin Klopek. Those are your scorers there. With this win, Henley improves on the season. They are now 6-3 on the year. Their next time out is going to be tomorrow afternoon at 3:15 against a 5A opponent in Crook County, team that beat them actually earlier back on December 6th. 79-63. So Henley looking for a bit of revenge tomorrow. But this is not our final game of the day on mybasin.com. Coming up tonight at 7 o'clock, got to tear down here momentarily, move across the street to Sisters High School. That's where the Henley boys will be taking on Sandium Christian tonight at 7. Hope to see you then. But until then, my name is Josh Eldridge. Thank you so much for joining us for another edition of Henley Basketball, grabbing a 75-73 win against the Bearcats. So long, and hopefully see you soon.